Hi and welcome to Whisky Shared. You're watching my review of SE11 Single Grain. I'm Toby and you're watching Whisky Shared. Welcome to my review of SE11 Single Grain. This particular whisky comes from the Black Fox Farm and Distillery near Saskatoon in Canada and came to me as part of my Somerton Whisky Club subscription. It's a brand that I'm familiar with, but I've never tried their whisky. They got in touch with me back in the end of 2021 and I immediately sent Dan at the Somerton Whisky Club their contact details because I thought it would be interesting for club members. And now in June 2023, club members have received a bottle, so I'm really glad that it came to fruition. The owners, Barb and John, as fifth generation farmers, are really keen on sustainability and doing things right. Every bottle of SE11 comes with a coin on top, and engraved on the back is a code. If you look up that code on their website, you can find all the details out about the whisky. This particular whisky retails for $95 in Canada. It's 50 cl in size and it's one of 2,500 bottles. This particular whisky is made from triticale, which is a wheat-rye hybrid. It's aged in new American oak barrels. It's 47.7% ABV and it's non-chill filtered and natural colour. Shall we find out what it tastes like? On to the whisky. So before I start nosing and tasting, let's have a quick look at the colour. I'd say that's like an auburn. It really does have a really nice red tint. Let's start with the nose. Right, so the first thing I get on this is brown sugar. I get some paint thinners. And that slowly turns into like linseed oil. I'm getting some citrus like orange oil. I'm getting like sugary boiled sweets. I'm getting some pine wood, that sort of resin smell that you get from sort of freshly cut pine. I'm getting some furniture polish. I'm getting some cherry. I'm also getting some menthol. There's quite a lot going on in this. I'd also say there's some red apples in there as well. Let's move on to the palate. Yeah, so the first thing I get on the palate is quite a herbal note, and then followed by like a nice sweet cherry note. Really is nice. I think the ABV isn't too hot at this stage, which is good for a first sip. I think it's a good ABV. Let's have another sip. Yeah, so I'm getting some brown sugar. I'm getting more cherry. That really is quite pronounced and it's really quite nice. There's some charred cereal in there and a slightly bitter wood note in there as well. Let's have one final sip. Yeah, so I'm getting some linseed oil, which I get with rye, and I'm also getting some furniture polish like I picked up on the nose. This reminds me of a really high rye bourbon. It's that sort of style. It's ever so slightly more herbal than normal, but it's really quite nice note, this one. In terms of finish, I'd say it's quite long. It's got heat, it's got barrel spice, and there's like a flat cherry cola that sort of lingers as well. In terms of value, well, this is £50 as part of my Somerton Club subscription I pay for every 2 months. So it works out at £100 a litre. Obviously, it's something that's not easy to get in the UK. It's obviously something that's fairly small batch. It's something that's done sustainably, and you know, it's an environmentally conscious brand at doing things well and doing things right. So I think there's always going to be a premium for things like that. And I think it's slightly on the expensive side, but I think you have to pay for quality sometimes and for things to be done well. But I think the only downside with this is it's a 50cl bottle, and I'll probably go through it quicker than normal. I think it's deceptive when you've got a 50cl bottle that when you think there's not much left, there's even less left than a normal 70cl bottle. If you tried this before, then I'd really be interested to hear your thoughts. And if you got it as part of your Somerton Whisky Club subscription, then yeah, let me know as well, because I'd love to hear your thoughts about this new bottle for members. You can put them in the comments as always, or always let me know via social media. And yeah, if you found this interesting, then you can always check out their website. I'll put a link in the description for more details. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Sauncha. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, why not give it a like or a comment, and please consider subscribing for more videos like this.